Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Chase and Sex Ed, where I chase the sex education for you. And my name is Chase. So, let's get started. Okay, I'm ready now. Hello, Chase here. He, him, or they, them pronouns, please. And this video is going to be about my first week at the Adult Entertainment Shop. I'm gonna talk about 3 different things. The first being just the overall experience of what it was like working with my fellow employees and, the training process and all that. The second thing is going to be about the customers, which demographic is most likely to frequent the shop and for why. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about their products, the different types of products that they have, but more specifically the products that they have that surprise me the most. So I have to be honest, this first week has been really good. I guess I thought it was going to be a little more cringy. People were going to be a lot more rude. And while there are a lot of customers that complain about having to wear a mask and how our hours have changed because of COVID, it's really been great. I love my supervisor. She's super knowledgeable about all the products. She knows that entire store, like front and back. And I was very surprised to find out that for product training, the company sends you down to wherever they manufacture them to meet with the people who make them, and they teach you about their products specifically. So that's super exciting. I can't wait until, COVID kind of dies down and I'm able to go do that and talk about that experience. But overall, the job is pretty easy to pick up. It's mostly just working a register, but I get to do a lot of things that I enjoyed doing before. So I get to still do condom demos and talk about different types of lubes to use. And my favorite thing is to be able to talk to those customers who don't know what they're doing, or they come up with a product that's like a jelly material or something that's not good for them. And I get to educate them and teach them about how to stay safe while using toys, make sure I'm giving out free condoms. And overall, it's still really enjoyable. And I still feel like I'm getting the benefit that I was like teaching sex education. Like I still feel I'm giving that information to the community, and it's really nice. All right, so customers. We have a lot of different demographics when it comes to customers, but the number one is definitely older white men. And they come in for usually 2 different reasons. It's usually for the male enhancement pills or drinks that we offer, or they're boothers, as my supervisor calls them. So we have these booths in the back that people can actually watch adult films in. So they either come in and they're actually watching the adult films, or they're hooking up with other people in the booths, even though technically that's not supposed to be happening. We can't always monitor what's happening back there. And we know we're not oblivious to it. We know that people hook up back there, and some of it's really sad because a lot of these men that come in are married to women, and they're hooking up with other men in the booths. I guess there's an app, I forget the name of it, but there's an app that has different hookup spots around the area. My supervisor said one of them was the local library, which is very surprising, that discreet men go to hook up in. So that's definitely the number one demographic that we get into the shop. But we also get a lot of young couples or military men that come in and they're looking to surprise their spouse before they have to go back on leave. Or there's a young couple that comes in together and they're they don't really know what they're doing, but they're just trying to pick out some things to try together, and it's kind of cute. So we get a lot of that too, but number one is definitely older men. The sad thing that I noticed about the demographic of customers that we get is, the older white men. They're kind of the company's profiting off of shame and fear, because a lot of these men are living a lie. They're cheating on their wives back home, and they're not truthful about their sexuality. These women have no idea that their husbands are like bisexual or gay or, seeing other people at all. And then some men are straight and they come in to just watch porn because their wives are okay with them watching porn like at home. So because they see it as like a dirty thing, or their spouse maybe gets like jealous and is like, oh, am I not good enough for you? And so it's just really sad that people come in and the company is making most of its money off of like the shame and fear of other people, of the older generation that's so very instilled in their lives. And I just think it's kind of really sad. But hopefully one day they can live their truth, and all I can do is educate and try to give them free condoms in the meantime, so that whatever they do it safely. Okay, let's talk about products, which is definitely the most exciting thing about working there, is learning about all these products, some of them that I never knew existed. So let me just go over what they have. So you walk in, there's like a whole wall of lubes, there's stuff for bondage, there's a whole wall of vibrators, there's like butt stuff all on one side, and then there's stuff for people with penises on the other side, like pumps and masturbators and all those types of things, all in the store. And there's like some lingerie and like stockings and stuff like that. But the one thing that I was super surprised about, that I honestly didn't even know existed, like I feel like I was living under a rock because I didn't know that these things were real, were the male and female enhancement drugs. Is how they're marketed, male and female. I believe things should be marketed as people with penises, people with vaginas, because, obviously I don't fit into the category of female, male, like it doesn't work for me. So I think it'd be smarter marketing to market it as people with penises, people with vaginas. It'd be more inclusive, but I digress. So I'm gonna go over the top enhancement drugs that are sold at the store. So I didn't even realize that these were a thing. So the most popular is definitely called White Panther. So as you can see up here, this is our number one selling product in the entire store. People come in all day and they just want one of these pills between maybe 1 and 3. The second most popular is the Blue Rhino fruit punch flavored. There's also strawberry and something else, maybe like blueberry, blue raspberry, I can't remember. But this is the second most popular, especially the drink form, because apparently it kicks in quicker if it's in a liquid versus a pill. I honestly haven't taken these, so I really don't know. There's that. And then for people with vaginas, I guess Cardi B kind of blew this up on the internet. I have no idea. It's called Pink Pussycat. So apparently the way that these drugs work is that they increase blood flow in the body to help blood get to the areas that you need. But the thing about these is they're not FDA regulated or approved. But I'm going to do a different video where I talk about all the different ingredients that are in these products. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to compare them to Viagra, because a lot of the people with penises that came into the shop said that they canceled their prescription for Viagra because it was cheaper to buy these at like $11 to $12 a pop than it was to pay for their prescription of Viagra. So I'm going to do a whole comparison video. I'm really interested about what's in them and how they work. So I'm going to do the research, break it down for y'alls, and stay tuned for that one. But I definitely learned a lot about different products and the quality of products. And number one thing to know is that the more expensive it is doesn't mean that it's a better quality product. Not all products are created equal, and sometimes the cheaper option is the better option. So I'm looking forward. My goal is like one review video a week where I review a different type of product, whether it's like a vibrator or a pump or whatever, and like talk about it. My supervisor already agreed to do the lube video with me, so I'm super excited about that. But I guess what's also really shocking is that so sex toys are not regulated. whatsoever. And so many people come up to the counter with toys that have things that aren't good for them. Like, just stop buying jelly toys. Just stop. Don't do it. Jelly material breaks down so fast. It's so porous. It releases nasty chemicals right into your mucous membranes where you're putting it. It's so porous that, that's an infection waiting to happen. And we also have toy cleaner, and so many people don't know that toy cleaners are important. Even if the package says, just mild soap and water is good. Some products, the soap gets into those pores, and then you go to use it and it can cause, it to lather while it's inside of you. And that burns. It's not a good feeling. So the products at the store range so much, but we also we had gotten a shipment in during my first week of a bunch of new stuff. It was I was like, it's Christmas in July. It was so fun to open everything up and to just feel how they work, and they send us different testers, so we're not touching the products that people are gonna buy. But it's just so shocking that the terrible quality of some of them, especially for the price. There's toys that are so expensive and they're literally not worth it, and they're gonna break so fast. And I've also learned about, when it comes to vibrators, that the material, the shape, and the placement of the motor are all extremely important. Extremely. So a lot of vibrators, where you hold it, the motor is where you hold it, and then where you use it, the tip of it, the motor isn't there. It's all the way down here. So your hand is shaking like this, and you're getting all the vibration in your hand, and you're not getting the vibration at the tip. So I've already learned a lot about these products, and I don't really have the time to go over everything in this video, but definitely, I promise, talking about these is going to be my first product video, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also going to talk about price, because altogether with my employee discount, these three things together were $30. And that's with the discount, so just shocking. But we also routinely get new things in, a lot. So I just am really excited to talk about all of the new things, and to tell you what not to buy, for sure. All right, so just to recap everything, my week 1 experience at the adult entertainment shop was awesome. Our number 1 demographic for customers is older white men, and the most popular product at the store are the enhancements. Stay tuned for the next video where I break these down for you and talk about all the little details about the ingredients and whatnot. My name is Chase. I use he, him, they, them pronouns, and I am a queer trans man. If you like this video and you want to hear more about sex education and different types of products, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me some love in the comments.